Hello guys, the name's Ophelia. Welcome back to my channel. I give advices on self-development, mental health, and today we're going to be discussing few things you should know before entering your first relationship. Now, since this video is aimed towards beginners as well as the general audience, point number one, is going to seem a bit generic, but it's important. If you've been in this game long enough, points 5, 6, 7, and 9 are ones I surprisingly don't hear very often, so feel free to skip. Never settle. There is nothing called very high standards. If anything, I'm telling you right now, I bet if you're young and you think you have high standards, you've actually got pretty low standards. Trust me, there will always be something to add to your standards, but rarely to subtract. That doesn't mean don't be humble, but trust me, don't settle. The person you want will come in due time, and until then, focus on what's truly important and your career. When people settle, sometimes to be liked, they change their personality and they try to appear likable to the person. Trust me, you want to be loved for who you are, not who you pretend to be, because you will not be able to keep up this facade for long. And if the other person has a problem with it, trust me, you're protected. Green flag filtered out. If you don't know what exactly you're looking for, you're going to be effed, or you'll just not find that person. Have you heard all those people on the net saying, make a list of qualities and then forget about it? Yeah, that works. Look, if you don't believe in manifestation, don't. But point is, when you write down that list of qualities, you know exactly what you're looking for, not just an ideal in your head or not just the ideal that society puts in your head. Know what you want. Now, obviously, you can't know everything. There are some things you'll only learn through trial and error, but write a list of qualities. That also makes it more likely for you to find the person you want and less likely to settle. Third thing is, know that your partner will be an exact reflection of you. Either they'll be exactly opposite you or they'll be exactly like you. Why do you guys think that the anxious avoidant attachment style trope is so normal? It's because both of them trigger each other. Both of them trigger the insecurities in each other. The other person is a mirror to the insecurities that they have, and thus they trigger them. And you may even find yourself attracted to people who are exactly opposite you more often. We all know the story, that guy in class every single girl likes, but he's like the F boy. He's really arrogant, really confident, plays like three sports, also academically doing very well. It's because we wish we had what they have. This kind of a trope where the other person is the literal opposite of you is more often than not immature, because they have something you lack, and to be honest, you don't like them for who they are or their originality. You like them because they have something you wish you could have had. Which leads me to the next point. We all have a void inside us. We all want someone or something to fill that void. But the thing is, you guys must have heard a relationship is a cherry on top of the cake. That other person is not supposed to fill water inside your glass, okay? That other person must have their own life and you must have your own life. Because that way you're less likely to be attached to people just for the sake of somebody being there. For example, if you're lonely, it's way easier to get attached. Why? Because that void inside you is bigger and you will accept just about anyone, not even someone who is good to you, but someone who is just there for you. That's why I say it's very important to make that list of standards. And yeah, if you have this much basic knowledge of detachment, trust me, you are good to go. Most people don't have this. If you have your own life, then you're detached and you're naturally protected. You're naturally filtering out people without having to think about it. You're not having to waste time. And also know about attachment styles inside out and know yours. And sometimes it isn't triggered when you're alone, but when you're with someone you care about, it does get triggered. For me, it doesn't get triggered with friendships, but always with a partner, it will get triggered. There's anxious avoidant, and then there's secure attachment. I have linked the video down below in the description. Go watch it. The fifth should be such a painfully given point, but unfortunately, because of how society portrays love to us, it's been messed up in our head. But basically, respect first, love second. Respect is naturally a part of love, but nobody can start loving you from the get go. It always, always, always starts with respect. they should, at the very least, and I'm sad to say that most people don't do this, qualify the criteria for being a basic human being. They should have basic qualities like just being a good person, good values, these kind of things first. Then, do they respect you? Do they respect the people around you? Or do they look down on people who is from, let's say, a lower class or something? Also, more often than not, I would say friendship first. Look, maybe this is just a me thing, but mostly what I've seen is people who have friendship first tend to have this openness with their partner, this originality and this respect, which actually makes things go long term. And also, at first, the attractiveness and those kind of criteria will be cool, but later on in the long run, you want someone who listens to you, who makes you feel heard, who makes you feel good about yourself. And those qualities are mostly friendship qualities. So I will say, how good are they to you as a friend? Do they have basic respect? Are they a basic good human being? But don't settle for this because this is the bare minimum. Also, what is a relationship to you? What makes a relationship for you? For example, people say communicate. Okay, how much communication is enough communication for you? Is it 2 days a week? Is it 3 days a week? Is it every single day? For example, I'm aromantic, so for me, relationships kind of deviate from the norm, but I've realized this is not just an aromantic thing, this is a thing every single person should look into because nobody's definition of a relationship is the same as another person. If it is, that's because they don't really know what they want. Look into it. Define these basic labels that people use. What is communication to you? What is love to you? What is a relationship to you? What is intimacy to you? The next point I think is really, really important, and people, even who are not beginners, don't know this, which is sad. Love is built. It's not found, it's built. It's all these shows that we watch, it's all these rom coms that we watch that give us the perception that love is found, that one day you find someone and suddenly you're head over heels with them. But that's just not how it works. Love, just like passion for anything else in your life, say a hobby, is built through time and getting to know. If you give a person time and you actually ask deep questions, you actually get to know them. That is when you get to know who they are and therefore love them for who they are. We don't find our passions. I did not find my passion for YouTube one random day when I realized, oh, wait, I want to do YouTube. I'm really passionate about YouTube. No, I took the time to record so many videos, to edit, to script them, to look into all these things. I gave YouTube time and I got to know what YouTube is about. What do I want out of YouTube? And that's exactly when I became passionate about this. I fell in love. It's the same with a person. I mean, think about it. What's the difference between an unmarried couple and a married couple? Both have problems, but one of them has this commitment to each other to talk through them and to solve them, to give it time and effort. It's two people that build love together. Two people make or break a relationship together. You also got to see what flaws of the other person are you okay with. Not just what you want, not just the good things, but also the bad things that you're like, okay, yeah, this I can deal with. For example, me, worst case scenario, if a person is shouting at me during a stressful time, that's still okay. Now, of course, not crazy, toxic, abusive way, but shouting is okay. But somebody going silent is not okay at all to me. I don't get it, and that's something I can't deal with. But I know that one of the two scenarios I'll have to deal with evidently sometime if I'm in a relationship. And communicate this definition of love, relationships, your ideas, expectations, etc., with your partner before coming in a relationships. Once you see that they qualify the basics, there is a vibe check, there are some other basic criteria that you would want to see before committing to building love with someone. Tell them your expectations and your definitions. See if there are any definitional mismatches because they are harder to work out, and they will also know what exactly they're getting into. Also, listen to them very carefully. Believe them when they say something. Don't be like, oh, they're being modest or they're being nice. If a guy tells you he thinks you're too good to him, listen to him. That tells you he has low self esteem or he may self sabotage. Either ways, you'll be hurt here. Also, this kind of communication is really hard to do if you're not used to doing it in your everyday life. So, practice this kind of communication with your friends, with your family members, everyone in your life basically. You don't have to go deep, but learn to communicate with everyone. If you can't even communicate with your team properly for a group project, how do you expect to communicate properly with a partner for a long term relationship? And also never tell your partner everything that you've written on your list. They can pretend to be that person to get your attention, and then they will revert back to being themselves because there's only so long you can put up a facade. So never tell everything. Lay out your definitions, your expectations straight, but never lay out everything you'd want from a person. Some things are just basic, okay? Like kindness, like that's basic, that's a given. You're not supposed to tell that person that. Your dream, fantasy, whatever, never tell them that, okay? Never tell them that. Just tell basic things like, hey, for me, a relationship is about building love. And for me, when I'm going through a bad time, I tend to do this, but please know it's never personal. Things like this. But you don't want to be giving them a cheat sheet to you, okay? Otherwise, they can play with your emotions. And last but not the least, if you're scared of heartbreak and how people talk about heartbreak and how much it hurts, you will be okay. Trust me. There were people in my life, I thought I'll never recover from them, but then I did. And it seemed impossible at the moment, but you always do. I have a heartbreak video on my channel. You can always go back to it when you feel that way. You can get over anyone. And also, I've realized before even getting into relationships, a lot of people internalize the negative perceptions of relationships or of boys or girls from their friends or family around them. It's like you haven't even experienced anything. Why are you creating this negative perception of them right now before even starting? Don't go into this with a negative vibe. Be careful, sure, but don't go into it with a negative vibe. It can genuinely be one of the best experiences of your life. For me, at least, it was. And to be honest, I don't regret anything. Okay, guys, that's it. I hope these 10 tips helped you. Let me know which of these was helpful for you. And to my old audience, I'm really sorry I haven't been uploading in a while, but as I posted on my community tab, I have been posting for a year non-stop on Instagram because I had no time to make YouTube videos any longer. But I'm back now and I will be uploading once in every 2 weeks, and I'm trying to get this flow and this rhythm and also a proper equipment and like a system for YouTube. So hopefully I'll be able to make better content for you guys and you'll be able to benefit more. Like, subscribe if this video helped, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.